Hi viewers, and welcome to another episode of On the Farm, where we're vocal about everything local. I am Shakima Hanley. On this episode of On the Farm, we'll be discussing Fruit Festival, the upcoming festival that the Department of Agriculture is hosting during this cultural time. But before we get into it, we take a short break and be right back after this.
She love she house and thing. Here and nails on right and party all night. She said, if you wanna be with me, if you wanna climb my tree.
Hi viewers, I am Shakima Hanley, and today we'll be talking about Fruit Festival. First, before we get into it, I'm going to ask my guest on my left to introduce himself today.
Good day to the listening public. My name is Randy Elliott, Director of Agriculture here in the island of Nevis.
And how are you today?
I am well.
All right, lovely. Let's start with Fruit Festival and its background. We know it has been a festival that has been around for quite some time, but there are some persons probably not aware of when it initially started and why are we having it during this particular season.
Well, Food Festival within itself, there's a long history to the event of Food Festival, tailing back from 2005. With the inception of the first mango festival that we would have had in 2005. And the then director, the late Samuel Powell, would have indicated that we have to bring some sort of awareness to the mangoes that we have here on the island of Nevis. The time of the year, again, was synced with the season in terms of mangoes. During the culture weekend, persons come to Nevis always looking for mangoes and so forth. So we would have had a mango festival in 2005. What you find happened is that in 2006, when we wanted to do the second year, we were not finding mangoes. And it's a sign that climate change is actually real.
Definitely.
What we realized that the mangoes actually bore a lot earlier within the year. And from then, we would have changed from Mango Festival to Fruit Festival in 2006.
Okay. So we're in 2024, which means we have roughly 19 years of celebration.
Yes.
Okay. Tell the viewers about this year event, where and when it will be held.
Well, this year event will be held on the 2nd of August. For those who are viewing it today, that will be next week, Friday, right on the waterfront there in Charlestown. And again, the waterfront in Charlestown would have been the home of the festival on one or two occasions. We would have been there within the streets of Charlestown. And last year, we would have been at the Malcolm Bishop Park. So this year, we'll be right at the waterfront.
And what time would it begin?
The food festival this year will commence at 9 a.m. and we go straight until 7 p.m.
Okay. What is the fruit that we are focusing on this year?
The fruit this year of focus is none other than our local soursop. Again, there's a number of persons who probably haven't eaten soursop or probably haven't tasted products of the soursop. So the soursop this year is the fruit of focus. And again, you'll be able to see soursop in action within the ice cream competition.
How do we come about with the fruits per year in terms of which fruit we're focusing on the years?
What we normally do is try to bring some level of focus on the various fruits on the island of Nevis, and especially fruits that we see that are grown in large quantities, and sometimes persons may not know that these fruits are multi-purpose other than eating them straight from the trees. So we try to convert these fruits into different products. So persons now could do it at home or come at the food festival, taste some of the products from these fruits and then do it at home.
Okay. So in terms of what the general public can look forward to for the festival, let's start with vendors. What are some of the vendors that will be present?
Well, for this year, we have about 25 vendors this year. And it's 25 because well, the waterfront is small, but we're looking at 25 vendors. We're looking at some local fruits will be on sale, like watermelon, soursop, papaya, squash, honeydew, cantaloupe, etc. We're also looking at some pastries coming from some of our agro processors. We'll also, in terms of pastries, we have some youths also there who are starting up some new businesses in terms of agro processors. We'll be looking at some cosmetics. We'll also be seeing some vendors in terms of smoothie makers, persons who are making bag drink, utilizing local fruits. We're also looking at persons who are using agricultural products in terms of nuts, beans, etc. in terms of jewelries. We also have local face painting being done. We have a well-stocked bar. We also have a number of food vendors who will be selling our local food. So again, it's a place to be next week, Friday, and especially for those persons who are here on the island of Nevis during this time, who haven't tasted or seen some of the local foods in years. It's an opportunity for them to be reacquainted to some of these fruits and food.
So soursop is our focus fruit. How we anticipate incorporating it during the festival?
Well, during the festival, there's normally some competitions. One of the competition is ice cream making competition. Again, the soursop will be the featured fruit within that competition. So again, the ice cream that you'll be consuming, or the ice cream that you see within the competition on that day would be soursop based.
You may mention of competition. What other competition can the general public look forward to?
We also have a cake baking competition. Again, there are some categories for persons out there, again, who are bakers, who have been practicing at home, or who probably want to try their skills. There are some different categories that you can enter, whether it's the plain cake competition, the cheesecake, the best decorated cake, and there's a new category that we add is the cultural heritage cake competition. And it's basically within the cake itself, or within the decor of the cake, in terms of decorating with some sort of heritage side, something that can tie the cake to the island of Nevis.
So if I was to enter the competition, for the cultural heritage competition, just so a person can really understand its significance, and I decide I am looking at maybe Fort Charles.
Yes.
I have to showcase that in my display for the cake at the competition?
Yes, and within your decor, you probably put Fort Charles. For those who probably taking the ferry, the Iron Shed, that's in Charleston by the pier. That's a landmark also for persons. Again, you could also do the Old Treasury Building. You could do Eden Brown, whatever that could tie your decor to the island of Nevis.
So it's free range. You choose what you want.
Choose what you want.
For persons who are interested in the competition, who is your contact person?
Well, the contact for the competition, that's Barbara Morton. She is located right there at the veterinary clinic. So we're asking persons to reach out to her. If not, then you could contact the office here at the Department of Agriculture, 5521 extension 6511 for those persons who are interested.
Okay. In regards to the prizes for the competition, what are some of the prizes that are up for grabs?
Well, the prices ranges based on the different categories. For those within the ice cream, you have ice cream makers. For those within the cake, you'll have, like, in some cases, pans, you'll have recipe books, you have mixers, and those sort of things. So the prices this year, again, it fits in line in terms of what are we competing in. For those doing the decoration, there's airbrush to the one again, and all these prices are items that would enhance your local business. You'll also be complimented trophy again for those persons who would have placed. And also, again, at the event, for those persons who enjoy local fruits, we'll have a watermelon eating competition. Again, the winners of this could actually win various prizes again. So we're asking persons to partake. The watermelons, are local, freshly picked. Again, for those who are homecoming, you just know that you'll be consuming watermelons that probably would have left the field maybe a day or even the same day of the event. So they'll be within the freshest state, so we're asking persons to take part.
Tell us a bit about entertainment.
Well, the entertainment this year, again, we are trying to promote youth and also some of the best of our culture. So in terms of during the day, we have a host DJ, that's DJ X-Ray Reloaded, and on the afternoon hour, we have none other than the Long Jam Band, that's Casanova, that will be singing some tunes from 4 until 7.
Well, we know an event of such caliber cannot be just done like that. So tell us a bit about who are our sponsors for this year.
Well, our sponsors this year, they always come on board wholeheartedly. They're always willing to support the Department and Ministry of Agriculture. So for one of our regional sponsors, again, is ECGC. Those are the persons who manufacture the flour that we eat here. Locally, again, flour will be, again, part of some of the prices that persons could win. We also, locally, we look at Lefco, and we also look at Finish Touch, who have been with us for quite some time. They are some of the major sponsors that relates to the prices also. So the event outside of the NIA, we can't do it without these free, and we're asking for next year as we celebrate 20. We're asking other persons to come on board so we could have even showcasing a larger event.
Okay, my final question to you, Mr. Elliott. What is your expectations for this year's festival?
The expectation this year for the festival, and especially how the festival falls in line with Culture Number 50, is that we anticipating to see the waterfront swamped with persons. We're hoping that for persons who haven't been in Nevis for quite some time, it is to reconnect with some of their childhood days in terms of being able to eat guinea and those sort of things. Persons be able to consume local food, enjoy the local entertainment, and again, just have a moment where you could sit back, relax, and have a chat with persons you haven't seen in a very long time. The event is free, so we're asking persons to just come out and support the local businesses and the local vendors.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Elliott, for joining me. And to the viewers, as again, the event is going to be on the 2nd of August, and we encourage everyone to come on out and support this year's food festival. We are celebrating 19 years, and do come and patronize what we have to offer in terms of local produce and enjoy yourself.
Fresh local fruit and vegetables produced for our nourishment. Buy local, eat local.
Our planet may be called Earth, but its surface is made up mostly of water. Water flows within us and is the driving force that unites all nature. Water is food, prosperity, energy, life. Yet today, too many people go without it, while others take it for granted. Care for water. Cultivate a sustainable future. Water is life. Water is food.
And there you have it, viewers. Another episode of On the Farm, where we're vocal about everything local. Just to recap, we had a great discussion with the Director of Agriculture talking about this upcoming activity, which is the Food Festival this year. And we are encouraging everyone to come on out on the 2nd of August and patronize our local produce that we'll have there on display, fruits in particular. See what's happening with the food competition, the ice cream making competition, the cake baking competition, and patronize and be a part of the entertainment. Until next time, I am Shakima Hanley. We're vocal about everything local. Bye.